Good morning, everybody. You did it. Day 5. I'm so proud of you. You have done 5 days. I want you to think about this for a minute. 5 days consistently of waking up and getting present. That's it. Of course, there's the directions we've taken, but I want to just summarize and kind of, let's go through everything we've done this week. But the main thing that you've done is managing your energy and creating this foundation from which to exist in the world. Hi, Darla. Yes, so we're on at 7:30 this morning because I have more time, and it's just we are. So it's okay. So let me go ahead and invite everybody. Let everybody know I'm on since we're starting a little late. Or later, but let me know, how are you feeling? How has this week been? I know a couple of you said Tuesday was a little rough, but I just want you to acknowledge the work that you've done. And we're going to go over the worksheet, okay? That has been between here and worked this week, but I have been keeping track. And we're going to use this today. And I know a lot of you that I work with, you guys you printed yours out. I made sure on Wednesday that you had it. Let me go ahead and so if you haven't done this yet, okay, it's okay. All right. It's okay, because I'm announcing I'm going to pull names, and I'm going to announce what all of you are getting. Actually, I'll probably talk about today because I said I would yesterday. But Sunday at the Sunday Soul Time is when I'm going to really go into all of that. So you guys you have today, so you can print this out. I'm going to go over it. And then you have, I better get them. And then you have tomorrow, and I think by midnight tomorrow, I want a picture of your page, okay? And I'm going to go over it here in just a minute. So that way you guys know everybody has a chance here to get going and and have a chance to get. So what it is, it's three one-on-one coaching sessions, 60-minute coaching sessions with me weekly. So it's like 3 weeks in a row, plus 2 specific energy healing sessions. So, and those are 60 minutes. So it's really 5 sessions with me. Consistently. They have to be done. Boom, boom, boom. And there's a reason for that, okay? And I think the energy healings will be placed in between. So it's 3 sessions plus 2 energy healing sessions. So where I take you through your chakras, where I sit with you as you listen to the information. I want to just go over what you've done this week. Please, just take a deep breath. You've been here every day. Every day you have watched these. And even if you haven't yet, you're here and you're doing the work. You guys just managed your energy this week. That's what you did. That's what we do. That's what you created, a foundation. And guess what? It didn't involve anyone else, did it? For you to create from. It didn't involve somebody else having to cooperate with us. It doesn't involve, it's just amazing to think that, we can influence the experience that we have in our life. And it's these five things, okay? So I'm just going to go through them because I want you guys to really hear me say and go through everything you've done this week. And I want to hear feedback. I want to know, also, I was talking to Darla yesterday. I've talked to Nikita. I don't think I've talked to you, Jennifer, or Sarah, about this. And yes, Jennifer, I was looking for you yesterday at work, but I'll find you today. Don't worry. So as I was talking with Darla last night, I want next week, because I'm doing this again. We're doing this again next week because for myself, doing this every morning, it is accountability. Okay, it's accountability. It is consistency. You're creating new neural pathways in your brain to operate. Actually, these will become your way of being, to constantly be you just were the watcher this week, okay? I want whoever, and all of you, Jennifer, Sarah, Darla, that's on here. I mean, you guys that are on here right now you've consciously created things in your life, situations you have manifested. I know you have because I work with you guys, but also like you have turned your life like, oh my gosh, Sarah, you have this amazing story. Jennifer, you do too. Like you have this and we work at Turning Point, but it was this turning point or this turnaround, even though sometimes it's like, like we're in the dark night of the soul. Like we're still trying to, but you've consciously created things already. And so next week, I really want to like showcase that. So I would like to have each one of you each day, if you would be willing, to just jump on here with me real quick. It's just like a coffee chat, okay? And to kind of like, and we're going to make these 30 minutes to where I hear talk a little bit about how you've consciously created, because this is acknowledging what you're doing, how it's acknowledging you and your power. And this is why this challenge is different than other manifestation like challenges and courses I've taken. Like I specifically did that because for me, yes, visualizing, okay? Visualizing it's of course that's a part of manifestation, right? Is to visualize. And affirmations, speaking them. Yes, right? All of those normal manifestation topics are the thing. But if you don't have this, what we've done this week of getting quiet in your mind and your body and getting connected and becoming the observer of your life in a detached way of like, that's not defining who I am. I just want to look at this, right? Being mindful, that is the foundation of a strong manifestation practice, because it's all about taking our power back, right? And it's like, I also don't want anyone, like, it's okay to give our power away sometimes. Sometimes we need to be able to receive, and that's not giving our power away. That is opening up to receive. So next week, I want to do that with you guys. So I've talked to Darla, I've talked to Nikita, Sarah and Jennifer, you let me know your thoughts if you would be willing to do that. Or, we can figure something out. You guys have been here all week, so I want to make sure to do what you guys want me to do, okay? Or what you are comfortable with doing, even though I will tell you that getting out of your comfort zone, that kind of was like, oh my God, I'm going to have to, you guys know my number one thing I talk about that started my journey was what? Me sharing my story. That was it. In front, on a camera. And I know this sounds funny, but on a camera, in front of people, it's just that energy of I'm opening up and being vulnerable. And I don't fucking care who. I hope this is going to help somebody. And then something is just kind of like, you know what? I can do that. It's magic. And so let me know your thoughts on that. But let's go ahead and go through this for anybody that hasn't done this yet. So on day 1, these are core beliefs on this paper. I know I probably should have been doing this every day, but it is what it is, right? This isn't the last time we're gonna be doing this challenge multiple times this year, for people that are just coming in, okay? Because these are things and you can even print this out and next week do these things again, because you're creating a habit. You're evolving into a new way of being. You're shifting your field. Literally, we're shifting out of the default. We're shifting our field that's in the default programming, right? Our default mood, our default responses, our default, how we are with ourselves, our default habits. We are slowly shifting energetically our field into source energy, which is being connected with our higher self and trusting and love, coming from unconditional love. So day 1 was I'm committed to presence. And if you guys need to fill in, so I left some things blank because yes, I wanted you to pay attention and hear what I say, but also if you want to say I am committed to love today, or I'm committing to presence though I'm committed to my awakening. We talked about on day 1, and I'm not seeing your freaking comments again, you guys. This is what bothers me. Day 1, I talked about that commitment If we don't make a commitment to do this work, guess what can happen? We can stop doing it because we're not committed. We have one foot in, one foot out. And that's not what we're doing here, right? We're putting both feet in, like all in. All in. And then of course you'll have an opportunity to go further with me to expand that and level up for a deeper level of healing. I'm almost done with my certification for the deep release therapy. And I'm going to talk about that at the end of this, which it's like deep, we're releasing our energetic blocks in our tissues. All right. Is literally what I'm learning to do. This is something I've been learning to do over the last couple years, but now I'm really getting serious with it from Sufani Garza, who I've talked about her before with you guys. She's amazing. She's my mentor for soul care. So day one was I'm committed to presence. Be mindful of default habits. Like, what is it? And then also, create your mantra of, I am committed to presence. I am committed to my awakening. I am committed to being awake, right? Does this habit, and then asking, does this habit support my commitment to presence? So anytime you start to do a habit of you just go home and watch Netflix and end up watching whole series, I think she knows who I'm talking to here. And that's okay. Don't get me wrong. Netflix is amazing. A Million Little Things. Darla, I told you last night to watch it. Ask Jennifer. Ask Nikita. They also have watched it, and they're also like, oh my gosh, where has this been all my life? Because there's something that they were going through where that I was like, watch A Million Little Things. Because it's just like that. So I'm bringing up this so I can see what you guys are saying to me. But I'm trying to what am I going to do here? Because I really do want to talk about this too. Okay. Well, hold on. So day 2, I will feel calm and peaceful today, right? So you will set that daily intention. These are things you do daily. All right. And then be mindful of what brings you down and what makes you happy. Like, pay attention to how your energy, your vibration frequency, when you start to, someone pisses you off or, someone's not cooperating. But then pay attention to, oh, that's exciting. Oh, I felt that in my sacral. Like, ooh, that's exciting. Or I want to learn more about this. Jennifer, perfect example. Jen, was when we first met, and I remember I was talking to Cheyenne about the book, the Goddess book, and your eyes were just she was like, I want that. I want to talk to you. Like, I've just never seen, I have. There's a couple other times I've seen someone do that, but where they're so clear and so I want that. I don't want this. I want that. That's it. That is coming from your higher self. That's coming from, and I have chills right now, all over my body, because it's that is being plugged in to source, right? It's being plugged in to your magic, okay? Pay attention to those. And then, daily intention to direct the mind and set up that foundation. Okay, day 3, my thoughts are not facts. I am not my thoughts. I am the thinker of my thoughts. All right? These are things to constantly be, and use affirmations if you want. Be mindful of your self-talk. That self-talk. What is her name? What is that that mean bitch in your head? What's her name? Call her out. Right? And this is why, I think a lot of us would have been in psych wards in past lives, because because we have all these different opinions, and it's called the metote. That's from the Toltec 4 agreements. They call it the metote. I think that's how you say it, of all these different opinions, and I should do this. Oh, I shouldn't do that. Oh, but if I do that, then he's gonna, they're Do you guys see why we had to get present this week? To slow down and silence. We have to hear. We have to be able to hear and feel. And if we're so involved with what other people are doing and why other people are mad at us, and if we're going to step on their toes, we're going to miss out on this information. We're literally, it's FOMO, fear of missing out. If you really want to have a drive to stay on top of this stuff, let the fear of missing out, because you're missing out. We're missing out if we do not get present every day. We're literally missing out on our purpose. We're missing out on our abundance. And so then 4, I am the creator of my stories. You are the creator of your story. This right here on day 4, being the creator of my story was how I healed pretty well from my past. And I continue to do, because I am now shifting the perspective of what happened in my past. Like, oh, I slept with a lot of guys. Okay, we could say, like, I slept with a lot of guys. I was someone who slept around. That was like a story that other people would say, or other guys. And then I started to be like, yeah, I had fun. you know? And I loved that time of my life. Guys do it all the time, whatever. I needed to do that. Like, it's fine. That's my story. And so I started to see it differently, and I cleared that shame and that guilt of it being bad. I was safe, but whatever, right? That's someone else's problem. And then, yeah, be mindful of your stories throughout the day. The empowerment formula is a tool that I use, and it is, am I living in effect of other people's stories of how they talk about me? Or am I living in cause? Meaning, am I the author of my stories, right in this moment? Am I tripping up on how someone else is talking about me, or am I at cause for that story? Because nothing is real until we agree that it's real. All right. And then limiting belief PDF. I think I'll share that with you. I don't think I gave that to you guys, but I'll give that to you. Okay. As far as how to call out your limiting beliefs. If you say, I want to do this thing, but blah, 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 blah. And then today we're going to do what today is about: asking ourselves and being mindful of how we're making our decisions. Okay? And this probably was the most powerful at shifting the field for me, was, am I coming from a place of love, unconditional love, when I'm making this choice? Or am I coming from fear that I'm going to lose something? Or so an example is, am I staying in this relationship out of fear of being alone or whatever? Or am I coming from a place of unconditional love because I do love myself and I love my partner, right? And I'm not really specifically talking about my situation. I'm talking about anybody. Or, am I taking a job? Am I taking this job because I'm afraid, because I just need a job and I'm afraid that I'm going to not find another one and I can't pay my bills? Or am I coming from love of saying, this feels aligned for me and I know that I can bring value and I know, like, so you're really just am I coming from ego? And what am I going to get? What am I going to lose? Who is this gonna make me look good to, or whatever, right? You're trying to impress somebody. Fear of not being enough. And then, or unconditional love, intuition, higher self, true self, whatever, right? Source, God, all of that. Where am I coming from? And what this is going to do, it's going to start to steer you. And Darla, you kind of hit it last night when you said, I just followed what felt good for me, or something like that. I followed, and I think I taught you, follow the breadcrumbs of happiness. You follow what lights you up. This is why I'm doing this work, because moms specifically, a lot of times, will, if we follow what lights us up or excites us, then we're selfish, right? Or we're selfish, and we need to have everybody else's best interest, at heart over our own. And it keeps us in fear and depression and stuck and all of these things. Okay. So I am guided by love over fear. Be mindful of your choices, like during the day, even when you're going to stop, even at the gas station, and this is also for your resolution or your goals. Is this choice going to move me further and closer to my goal of, let's say, losing 10 pounds when you go to the gas station and you see a candy bar? Is this going to get me closer, or is this going to get me further? Is this going to help me in the moment? Now, let's say that something awful just happened in your life and you see a candy bar and you're like, that will make me feel good. Eat it. It's really just being mindful of where you're coming from, you guys. It's that foundation. It's not the choices you make. It's not the things you do. It's not the people you, I mean, it is people you meet, but it's the way that it's the energy you're in when you make those choices, right? It's the energy you're in when you do those things. That's the secret, okay? And so doing that, so asking yourself, am I choosing from love or fear? And I want you guys in this moment, like, so just right now, let's go ahead and get present. Let's do our mindful thing. I know I've been on like talking for a minute, but I just wanted to go over everything with you guys that you've done this week. Like, it may not feel like you've done a lot. Actually, you have. Look, like, it's really simple things every day. Doesn't need to be a lot of stuff. It's actually just, it's kind of like, it's peeling back all the bullshit, all of the stuff, right? Like, you don't need all that stuff, all the different, not now. We're priming our mind. And so go ahead and get present, you guys. I'll go ahead and we'll do this little, we'll get present, and let's clear our energy field this morning. And also, I would love on this paper to write the things you learned this week. You have learned so much about yourself, I'm sure. And this is what having one-on-ones with me we can discover together. All this information from when you slowed down and now you're like, oh my God, that's why. Well, all this stuff that's happening, all this information that you're getting. What do you do with that now, right? That's what we're going to talk about after we get present. What do you do with that information? How do you use this information now to create moving forward? All right, so go ahead and close your eyes. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Stretch. We're just going to get silent for a second, just following the Mindful Morning ritual that's on here. All right, love you. And then taking a deep breath. And then I want you to kind of just say your affirmations. Say what you have put on here, or just saying, I am committed to presence today. Saying these affirmations. I am committed to presence today. I am present today. I am committed to my awakening today. I will feel calm and peaceful today. Or I will feel energized. What is it that you want to feel today? And then my thoughts are not facts. I am the thinker of my thoughts. So you're just the watcher. And I am the creator of my stories. I am the creator of my stories. No one else. I am. And I am guided by love over fear. And then just taking a deep breath in. And then doing it again. So 3 times is usually the number of breathing in, and we're calming our nervous system right now. We're getting relaxed. I know we just woke up. But this is where our vibration rises. This is how healing can happen and come in, and literally your DNA. You're healing on a cellular level when we do this work. When get out of the past 2 minutes ago, you're not in the future yet. You are right here listening to my voice, breathing in. And this week you found some of your boundaries. You are changing the meaning of your stories. You found where you are choosing from fear over love for yourself. You're approaching situations from a place of presence. Ooh. And now it's having that compassion for yourself today. Having that compassion and being grateful. So let's go into gratitude. So first, let's see that light pouring into our crown chakra. So just closing your eyes and pouring in like white light. White light is pouring into your crown chakra. You can see it opening up. You might even be able to feel it opening up. Opening your crown, opening up. Just saying my crown is opening up. And Then that light is pouring down through the crown, the third eye, the throat, the heart, the solar plexus, the sacral, and into the root, where it's pooling down into the root. It didn't go all the way down to the earth yet, but it's in our root chakra. This white healing light, like water. You can even think of it as water in that chakra. Clearing, balancing, aligning, moving front to back, releasing the fear, and now moving into surrender and surrendering control today. You're surrendering control today. You're not in control all the way. You're co-creating. And so clearing, balancing, and aligning and saying, I feel safe today. I feel in control of what I'm able to control, be in control of. I'm focused on what I am able to control. And surrendering the rest to my higher self or to my higher power. And then moving up to the sacral, where clearing, balancing, and aligning, you guys can see those colors. See the red, see the orange right there at your womb. And just releasing the guilt of anything you didn't do yesterday or throughout this week, of like what somebody else is wanting you to do and you didn't do it, or just whatever guilt you're feeling for anything, where you're looking at what you're not doing. And so we're going to shift our focus to what we are doing. What are you doing? You're going to work, you're showing up. You showed up here every day this week. Like, that is an accomplishment. That's consistency. That is what moves the needle. So moving up, actually here in the sacral, I will allow my creative flow to flow today. And I will listen. I will listen to my sacral. I'll listen when I will feel those little, oh, I love that. I want to know more about that. Pay attention to that. Or your hell no. So pay attention to your hell no or your hell yes today. And that is really your intuition too, of like telling you, go this way or don't go that way. So clearing, balancing, aligning the sacral. And then up to the solar plexus now, where we take action. So you have gotten on this live every day. You've pushed play. You've come to this page. You've pushed play. You've printed out the paper. You've checkmarked them off if you haven't yet. These are things you can do today to create that energy of momentum and that energy of completion. You're completing something. That's like creating this new neural pathway in your brain. And so you will feel confident today. And then moving up to the heart, you're going to pay attention to your passions. Like, what really is it that you're here to bring to this world through your passions, and you'll pay attention to them, of the things that you do the best and that makes you feel the best, kind of connected with the sacral, but it's more of like, what makes me feel passionate about my work that I do, or the art that I create, or the support that I give other people, or the way that I lead other people along with them, maybe co-leading with them, whatever it is, but just that passion and being grateful for where you're at right now in your life and everybody that's in it, everybody that's contributed, even the lessons in the hard situations, those things, be so grateful for that. And then up to the throat, just, I will speak my truth today. Just clearing out any opinions that have and there is some like throat stuff going on. So just anything that's like making you feel like, okay, I have to shush, or I can't talk about that. Like, let's clear that. That's not the case. Blue lace agate is coming up right now. So like, if you have any blue lace agate, hold on to that today, of just standing your ground, like speaking, being assertive, with love, with an underlying thing of love. And then up to the third eye, of seeing the opportunity today, not the lack or what you're doing wrong, but the opportunity to learn a lesson, or opportunity to do something differently than you have in the past. And just staying mindful, clearing, balancing, and aligning your third eye, of I can see. And then up to the crown, where we're connected to our higher self, We're connected, all of us on this live right now, whether you're watching the replay, you're here with me now, like we're all divine oneness. We're all connected energetically. We're all here to raise the vibration of the planet by us raising our own vibration and healing ourselves. Then we can hold space for others as they do it. We're all here to do that in our own way. So collaboration. So just seeing that higher self, that connection to the higher self. What does she look like? What is she telling you today? How does your day look? I just want to go into a visualization because it's part of it. But like, let's just visualize quickly to a minute of how today is going to go. How do you want it to go? What do you want to see today? What do you want to hear today? Do you want to hear, you're doing a good job? Thank you for everything you do. What do you want to feel today? You want to feel valued. I want to feel valued. I want to feel good. I want to feel happy. I want to feel excited. I want to feel in my power, within my boundaries, and respected, right? And then what do you want to touch? Think about at your desk, or if you're going to drive somewhere, or touch, if you're going to paint, if you're going to, like, what is it you want to touch, or even like just whatever. What do you want to feel? What do you want to eat? Eating good foods. What are you going to eat today for lunch? Like, we can go really deeply into this and with this visualization, but just for now, keeping it here through the senses. And then just seeing that light going down into the ground so we can connect to the earth. Have the central axis running up through all our chakras, up to our higher self, and then put that shield around your energy field. Nothing but love and light can go out, nothing but love and light can come in, and no one can connect to my energy unless I give them permission. And see yourself in that bubble, have it go under your feet, over your head, behind you, in front of you. You are completely enclosed in this clear look, or this glittery white light bubble is what I see. And then just open your eyes. Take a deep breath and open your eyes. You've integrated all of that into your system. And you've set the shield. And now I'm going to get on here so I can see some comments really quickly. So I want to know, and it's 7:03. Okay, cool. Or sorry, 8:03. It's fine. I want to know right here, if you would post this in the group, please. So the back part is the habit tracker. This is, you put your goal, so you put the start date, you put the goal, and it doesn't have to be all of these, but your goal could just be stretching every morning. Let's be really basic. What if you just got up and stretched? But no, you need to get your mind right. That's the whole point of this, right? Is to the mindfulness. Maybe you just say one affirmation. I am committed to presence today. And scientifically, what this does, you guys, we have this thing called the reticular activating system. So whatever we set in our mind, it directs what allows in our brain, right? It's like a filter almost. I haven't done any of this yet, Crystal. It's okay. We're gonna show up next week too. All right. So it's okay. You can print this out today. I know you've been busy, girl. You don't have to explain. But however, I'm a coach, so here we go. All right. You ready for the coaching? However, doing this work, you guys, if you feel like you're busy all the time, and Crystal, you are, girl. I know you are. You have a lot on your plate. But when you feel that way and you're rushed and you're doing this, and we've had a conversation, so our minds work similar. That at this work right here, what we're doing every morning, actually is that will change it. That will literally change the game of things being so high, whatever I'm trying to say. You know what I'm saying? It's going to change the energy of that. So this is why I made this. You guys can print this out, and you can have it on your phone. I would rather print it out, so then you have to do this. You have to check mark like physically, pen to paper. Okay, I did it. And you check mark it. And that's an energy of momentum and completion at the same time. Like, it's sealing in that neural pathway you're creating with a new habit, and it's going to become a way of being for you. For me, these core beliefs or these affirmations I've given you guys, this is literally embedded into my psyche at this point because this is how I operate. And I know I've been around like all of you guys. You know that I do practice what I preach. You know that I'm not just like, hey, do this because this is what, no, this changed my life. And now this is part of the way I am. It's in my energetic field. I honestly can't operate any other way besides this. So when you slow down, you guys, FOMO, like I said, if you have a fear of missing out, you're missing out on a crap ton of opportunity and information when we're not getting present. Getting present is like, oh my gosh, where has this been all my life? Oh, that's what I need to do. Okay. And oh, that isn't, okay, I didn't do that thing to that person that they're telling me that I just totally ruined their life or whatever. Like, there's so much information that comes in. Your intuitive gifts, okay, which we're gonna like get into that next week, that they start to open up of like, and I'm not talking about like, psychic. Yeah, we're all psychic. We all have a psychic ability to tap into this higher, this field of information. We all have it. However, you guys, we're all over the place. So to bring it back in, print this off. This is a 28-day habit tracker. My goal is to go 21 days. Let me share with you guys about as far as what the opportunities are and where we're at. If you get this into me by tomorrow night at midnight, just take a picture of this, check mark the 5 days. Okay. If you haven't done much this week, that's okay. You're going to get another chance next week. Okay. To where you can do this 5 days in a row. All right. You get another chance next week. All right. It's okay. Cause you're not the first, Crystal. You're not, because I know the first week of the year, it is hectic. It can be. That's a story. Sorry. Look, I just said a story. That's a story. That's not true. It's just a story that I say, right? Being busy and doing this and doing that. Well, let's put boundaries into place, because if you're not okay, you can't show up in your highest potential. And that is what I'm here to help you do. So by tomorrow night at midnight, if you could please get this to me, that would be great. Just or post it in the group. That's what you need to do. Post it in the group. You guys, this is a safe space. We're not gonna, if you're like, I don't want people to know my goals. Well, I don't know what to tell you. Sorry. I want post it. Post it. Because and next week, if you have a story to tell, I want you to tell it with me on live. I'm here to push you out of your comfort zone. Okay? Just a goal of how you want to feel. And I don't think people are going to go in and like read everything of this. Or if you want to blur it out, go ahead and blur it out. But just to post it and say, hey, I did this. And this is me. And so I want to know who's done it for 5 days. How do you feel right now? In the chat, could you just let me know? And let the ones know that haven't done it yet. Not to say you're better or worse. Nothing. Like, please don't take. That's completely not what I'm saying. I'm actually doing this again. So then because it's life-changing. Okay. But if you've done this work, even with me, if you've worked privately with me, or you've just done this 5 days of consistency, what is it doing for you in this moment? How are you feeling? What is it helping you do in your day? Okay. I'd love to know some like testimonials or like sharing that. The opportunity, Crystal, I'll go ahead and if you're still on here, the opportunity is, and what we're going to be going for, I'm going to pick one this week. So it's 3 consecutive one-on-ones with me. They're 60 minutes and we do them once a week for 3 weeks. And then 2 + 2 energy healing sessions. So those are 60 minutes. So it's really like 5. And I'm going to pick 2 people for that. Now, each one of you that has done the challenge, done the tracker, actually, I didn't say the tracker in the beginning, so no. done the challenge. So you've done hashtag live, hashtag replay. I said that the requirements was to do hashtag live, like watch all 5 of them and then answer the questions. And so, you know, I guess these are the questions on here, but answer the questions. Then you all get a one-on-one with me for sure, a 60-minute one-on-one. But then also I created the Soul School. So, and I'm going to give you guys the password to go in there, and I've organized everything, all of my video, like there's like 120 videos in there. I've organized all of them. I'm almost done with, I've went through and clipped them and trimmed them to where they are 30 minutes or less, okay? And you all get access to that, okay, for, I think I said like 3 weeks. And then moving forward, I'm going to be doing, it's $33 a month, and we meet Zoom once a month, all right? It's $33. You have access to all of that. And then also, and like you get, it's the box every month with an energy, it's going to be a self-healing box every month. And what it does is I'm helping you stay consistent and accountable to do the work this year. Okay? That's what this is. For 12 months to show up once a month and to get a box of, you know, and it's only $33. Like, I think I'm kind of like, that's a little low for what I'm doing right now. It'll go up, trust me. But I want to help you guys be consistent. That's what it is. It changed my life. It absolutely changed my life when I stuck to it, okay? Alicia, okay, yes, you've been here, girl. So if you didn't, this right here, and they're in your emails, I will send them out again today, and I'll post them in there. And then, so this back here, a reward. Put yourself a reward. What's the reward? And I'll put everything I just said, like, I'll be talking about it more. But I will choose a winner this week on Sunday. All right, so you have till midnight, and then next week I'll do the same thing. All right, and so... All right, let me see what else I needed to say. So the Soul Care, so I'll be sending you guys the link and the password to the Soul School on Sunday. So you guys will start that on Sunday, if that's what you're wanting to do, and we'll go into more of that on Sunday. Also, what this year, it's about going into my 5 pillars, beliefs. So we're going to start with your beliefs, which is what we're kind of doing this week, right? We're starting with slowing down and listening to what we're believing, like to our taking the power back from our thoughts, and then listening to, okay, I tell that story. Like I said, this is how I healed from my past. This is how I healed from the past. This is how I started to change the energy of my situations because I started to tell different stories. And so that's the first pillar that we'll go over. The second is the healing part and the energetics, the emotions. So we go into your emotions with the deep release therapy, and it literally releases those stuck blockages of in your tissues of when we've gotten in fights. So the fight or flight response, if we're not allowed, so let's say toxic relationships or whatever interactions, we've gotten in a fight with somebody and they are like, it's pretty bad. If anybody, like the trauma that gets stuck in our tissues because of this person who's like, don't cry or stop doing that. And so we weren't allowed to allow that emotion to move through us. So it got stuck. All right. That's what we're going to dislodge and let it go in its merry way, right? Because you are evolving and you are growing into your best self. That's what you're doing this year. And then the third is your intuition. So once we go through your beliefs and we get you going with the emotional release and the energetic healing, then the intuition comes. This work has to happen before you really can listen and start to listen to higher guidance and start to communicate with spirit, right? If that's something for your intuitive gifts to open up, it's fucking crazy, you guys. It's crazy when this starts to open up, to think that everyone has psychic abilities. Like I said a minute ago, it's not something that just, yes, some people are born with like a real like gift of like, Amy Adams on Dead Files. She's like she's like amazing, just phenomenal. I love her to death. But we all have that ability to tap in, okay? And then the fourth one is the soul purpose. Because once you do all of this, once you do your beliefs, your healing, your intuition, your purpose is going to be like, hey, I'm right here. Like it's there. Like for me, when it came up for me, when it was like, I need to work in addiction centers, I'm going to do meditation, I'm going to teach other people in recovery how I did it on my own and took my power back and da-da-da-da. The same thing with you. What is it you've been through that right now you're hush about? Like, shh, don't tell anybody that, or you feel shameful or whatever. It's always been the thing. That is very closely tied to your purpose. And then the last one is this conscious creation, all right? Manifesting abundance instead of lack, right? And consciously being aware of, I want this thing. Like Darla, when we were talking last night, and she was taught, she has an amazing story about what she has manifested. By the way, if you're watching and you're on here and you have manifested, like you really feel like Joy, if Joy's on here, Joy, I feel like you have and all of you have manifestation stories. I would love to hear. I want you to go live with me next week. I want to do one per day. Because, and maybe we'll have to do it in the evening, but I want to tell your stories. Like I want to provide this platform, and there's only 23 of us in here right now. It's not, I mean, this is a very intimate, an intimate, community here we have, this little container and that is what moved my needle when I was like, blah, here's my story. Like, here you go. And it was just like an energetic release when you share your story. So that's really what next week is really I'm gonna really set that up. So if you have something that you're like, hey, I did this and I'd love to, and also your concepts and your principles and something that helps you to stay on your game, right? If you have that yourself, or if you're just learning, that's fine, okay? And so that's what's happening, like all in a nutshell, all of that all year with these boxes that you get once a month. And it's only $33 right now. Now, there's also another offer that I have that I'm going to talk about on Sunday because I don't want to throw too much at you. But just keep that in mind. This will start in either the end of February, the boxes will start, or the beginning of March. I'm almost done with what I'm doing with my coach, but it's just to serve you. Okay, I want to help you guys in the way that I'm able to. So, cards. Who wants a moon card? Let's go ahead and get on with this. Who wants a moon card? It's a full moon. I feel ambitious. I love it. Crystal, I just need to hire you so you can put me through a mindfulness. Yes, girl, let's do it. You invest in me. That's a better word. That's what I used to say. When I started to say, oh, I'm just going to hire you. And then I started to say invest, because when you invest in a coach, you guys, for me, okay, Darla, you know this. Jennifer, you know that. I think most of you know this. I fucking paid $1,000 a month for for one coach. $1,000 a month for 2 months, or was it 2 or 3 months? And I would never take it back for a second. Okay, never in my life. I up leveled about, and now there's a story. I'll share it with you guys eventually. You know, in our membership that I'm starting, I will share it with you. But that was because money is something we're definitely going to be talking about more this year, and I think I'm going to be doing something with that, because honestly, you guys, if our relationship with money is like, oh, it's bad and rich people suck and I'm broke all the time, right? Like, we need to work on that, because that's the relationship with money. And money could be your best fucking friend if you want it to be. And so we're going to do that. All right, Joy, Crystal. Okay, Crystal, here we go. Let me know in the chat if anybody else wants one. It is a full moon today. It's full moon in Cancer. And yeah, I don't really know. Oh, actually, I'll have to. Well, a time for healing, Crystal. I think this is just kind of like a validation. Like, it is time to slow down and there we go. Like, that's it. But I'll read more. It's a balsamic moon. And oh my gosh, I like have this burst of energy that just like, does anybody else feel that? Who else feels like this surge of like, even though we did the meditation and the energy clearing, but like, I'm like, woo, it is. It's almost like a high or something. But balsamic moon, a time for healing. It's got a little, it's like a really thin, it's purple. So I like to look at the card. It's purple. A lot of these are purple and black, but that's like, third eye energy, crown energy. Damn right, I know. So let me read this to you. I'm going to read your little affirmation and use this today. Take this with you, okay? Take this with you today. And be present with yourself. Like, and I have to get, Crystal, I got to get to your stuff to you for the class that I'm going to be doing. I'm sorry. I meant to tell you that yesterday. That I haven't got like the title. Where is the balsamic moon? Where'd it go? I really want to read this. All right. And then who's next though after that? Joy. And then who else would like a card? Jennifer. Where the heck is the balsamic moon? That's so weird. I can't find it. Hold on. I will, though. I just need to slow down. Like, and it's something we always have to remind ourselves, But let me know real quick while I'm looking for this, you guys. Let me know today. How do you want to feel today? Besides, I know how, just let me know. How do you want to feel today? All day. And what is one thing you're going to do towards your goal? Maybe I want to know your New Year's resolution instead. What's your goal that you're going after right now? Anybody that wants to put in the chat. Oh my gosh. You know what, Crystal? I don't even know if there's a balsamic. It's not in here. I think you're special. You're special anyway, Crystal, but for some reason. Oh, there it is. Okay. So it says, when one is healed, all are healed, which we just talked about, right? It says, it's time to let go of the past. You are about to turn a corner, okay? You need more time to heal, and we all need, you guys, also, we're always healing. We're never going to be like, oh, I'm healed, and I'm done. No, never, ever in our life are we going to be, I'm healed, and I can now do whatever and heal everybody else. That's not it's just not, it's not true. So please don't think that. Because I did, and think about how this situation would look if everyone were healed. I love that, Crystal. Think about how your situation would look if everyone were healed. So patience is what's coming in right now for you. Patience is required at the time of the balsamic moon. It's a time for self-care as you slowly but surely prepare yourself for the new moon, which is just around the corner, 2 weeks. No matter which point in the current moon cycle you have pulled this card, it's a reminder to go a little bit easy on yourself. The time to step into your creative power will come soon enough, or creatics power. Give yourself the time you need, okay? And I got you, right? We're doing some work together. Productive and at peace. There we go. There we go. My New Year's resolution is just healing and growth. Yes. Love it. I love it. And that's what you're doing here. All right, Joy, here we go. Oh, that just fell out. Okay. Ooh, adjustments are required. Joy, this is for you. Adjustments are required. Third quarter moon. So I see you going to the gym. You're determined. I kind of want to go into the procrastination thing because that's what comes up. You're not procrastinating on anything. I think what this adjustment is required is the story you're telling yourself around. Because as moms, we think that there's just always something we're not doing, right? And then when it comes to our self-care, it's I'm not doing it enough, or, I'm not doing this. Joy, just you reaching out to me and how we've communicate, the readings and things I want to tell you that's not what everybody, that's not what everybody does. I get people that do it once or twice, but I have also a handful of you that consistently, or, a couple times a year, you'll reach out and be like, I just need a little direction. That is what card reading is about, is direction, right? And validation too, and verification. But it's more of I just want you to know that. Be proud of yourself for what in all of the things you're doing right now. But adjustments are required, third quarter moon. I'm going to tell your affirmation. Okay, hold on. Let me do this. Let me tell you your affirmation. And then let me know who else. Jennifer, you said you wanted one. And then Alicia. Okay, Alicia, you want one too. Okay. Sorry, did you say that before, Crystal? Alicia? Yeah, I think you did. Alicia, I'm going to do you next, all right? I'm going to do you next because I think you said it before. All right, so here we go. So I am reevaluating the situation. Your life may be out of balance and this may be causing your issues. It may be time to hatch a whole new plan, which I don't think so. I don't think that's your affirmation. I don't think you need to hatch a whole new plan. I think that there's just the story of something that you're repeating to yourself that, because I see you doing it. Like, I haven't talked to you personally, but I see what you're doing. And I can feel your energy when you're posting the things that you post. Like, I love it. Something new and exciting is around the corner, and trust may be required to move this situation forward. So it says, at the time of the third quarter moon, we know where we've been, but where are we going? Oh, I love that. The moon is now a half moon and slipping away from us as she catches less and less light, moving towards her full disappearance. It's a time of falling away and a time to reevaluate. No matter when you draw this card, the teaching is to release and trust. I love that. Like, surrender today. Surrender control of what we don't have control of. And then stay on our game with the things we are in control of. And I believe you're doing an amazing job. Like, I don't think you're procrastinating, but that's my opinion. All right. We'll talk. Hi, Nikita. Good morning. So I talked about the coffee chats, and next week is when I want to have them. So if anybody has like I said, you have something you've manifested, please, let's do it. Like, let's talk about it. We need to talk out. Like, it needs to get out of our system. Darla, okay, I know. Alicia, this is for you. I'm pulling for you, girl, because I missed you. Okay, ooh, expect powerful change. New moon eclipse. Powerful card. I can feel the energy coming from it. Need I say more? I will. But, like, expect powerful change. You are here. So, obviously, powerful change is happening. Like, you're paying attention. You're doing the thing. It's your commitment to presence and your awakening. And so, new moon eclipse, Alicia. I don't know. I don't know if you're still on here. I think you are. But I will send. Actually, I won't. You guys, I'm going to stop saying that because it's, like, hard to keep up with that. New moon. Unless you guys want it. If you guys want your cards, specifically ask me. Like, send me a message and say, can I have my card from today? I do have a couple of you do that. And I do try my best. I'm always trying my best. But okay. So it says, never mind the past. Life evolves every single day. All right. And then additional meaning says, yes, 1,000 times yes. 1,000 times yes. And then you're being shunted towards your life purpose. I see like a cannon, a cannon, and it's like just pushing you out. Like, you're completely going towards your life purpose. I love that. Whatever is happening now is happening for your highest good, and this is an important turning point in your life, and it absolutely is. New moon eclipses are among the most exciting astrological events. They herald a complete change of pace. You're headed in one direction, probably being guided by your ego, and then here comes the divine, the goddess, or spirit to turn you instead to face the direction you actually need to go. This is exactly what today's mindful thing is, right? Be mindful of your choices, the choices that you are presented. Are you coming from ego, or are you coming from goddess, your goddess nature? That's a good way. Like, I like that. I want to start thinking of it that way. And so regardless of whether or not there's a new moon eclipse happening, when you pull this card, it's a powerful affirmation of positive turnarounds. So you're good, girl. You're good. Okay. Then who's next? Jennifer? Yep, there's Jennifer. Okay, here we go. We'll do this. And then thank you guys for hanging out with me today. Ooh, be bold and make the first move. Well, you're pretty bold. And it is cardinal moon. And sometimes with this, I like to look and see what the moon, like what is a cardinal moon? What is that really? But like be bold and making the first move. I also hear like boundaries, like being assertive with, and you're assertive, all right? We don't have any problem there, but really with like your boundaries still. And I think that releasing, it's a lot of releasing in that you're surrendering, but to do the energetic deeper work to get which we will do, for sure, because I feel that with you to do. We're going to do some deeper energetic work, you and I. Okay. So cardinal, I'm going to read your affirmation, and then I have Nikita and Darla left. And then, if anybody else gets on, I'll stay on until 8:30. We'll do an hour. I don't even know what time it is right now. What time is it? Oh, well, it's 8:30. Okay, I'll get off here, I guess. If nobody... All right, where the heck is it? Where is the cardinal moon? Oh, wait, hold on. Did I do it here? Disseminating moon, gibbous moon, full moon, third quarter moon, balsamic moon. Maybe it's back here. Super moon, blue moon, mutable moon. There we go. Okay. I am taking charge of my destiny, Jennifer, this is you. Be bold and follow your heart and your emotions. Avoid recklessness or moving too fast. Come into your power. The time for action is now. And then ask Ganesha. Ooh, I want you to look this up. Ask Ganesha, the Hindu elephant god, for help. Look her up. Ganesha. All right? And then it says, in astrology, there are three cardinal, fixed, and mutable. The cardinal signs are Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. And these are the signs that like to get things started and which are the natural leaders. No matter when you draw this card, it's a sign that something new is starting and you quite possibly need to take the lead on it. Ooh, I love that. I love that. Okay, Nikita. Let's do Nikita. Get going here. Woo. Communication is key. I don't know if Nikita's still on here, but it's okay. I'll send her this card. Communication is key. New moon in Gemini. And this is for all of us, you guys. Like, honestly, be mindful of your communication. Of how you're are you communicating things? Are you actually telling people, or are we just expecting them to know? Or vice versa, if people just aren't keeping us in a loop, it's not personal. It's not personal. It has nothing to do with us. Other people's communication styles, it's on them to fix and do. If they delete us, if they don't talk to us, if they don't share stuff with us, that's their problem. You know, like they have stuff they need to deal with, especially if it's like, yeah. So anyway, all right, let me tell your affirmation because I like this card a lot. I think that might be my card today too. New moon in Gemini, and I'll send this to you too. I know I'll be at work, so you can come in there and you'll just probably read this, but I do kind of want to, and then Darla, I'm going to do you, okay? So it says, write a list of all the people you love most and see if you're prioritizing them. So really like looking at your priorities. What are you making a priority? Time to tell someone how you feel. Don't be all in your head and not in your heart. Someone is flirting with you. Read more books. By the way, I have a stack of books over here I was going to show you guys. It's a sign of communication, socializing of ideas and travel, and the energy around it and around this card is speedy. It's 8:30. Lexi. Speedy, gossipy, and flirtatious. The new moon in Gemini is a wonderful time to get out and socialize. One thing to be aware of is that this card can also indicate being mentally scattered. Daily meditations will help to unscramble. Yay! Okay, so you can see that when I get to work. I'm sure you'll look more into that. All right, Darla. Darla, here's yours. So happy full moon, you guys. What are you releasing? What are you releasing? Okay, well, this came out, but then this came out. And after what we talked about last night, it's really kind of funny. Bring love into the situation. You're welcome, Nikita. I love your card. I think that's my card today. And then, but this is the one. So this fell out, Darla. Bring love into the situation. New moon in Aquarius. I am Aquarius, by the way. New moon in Taurus. Prosperity lies ahead. Like Darla, Nikita, who else is on? Like those two definitely I've talked to about sharing their magical stories because they both have super. So let me hear your magical story. If you have a story of manifestation, let's do it and let's plan. I'm going to schedule you guys for next week. I'll be getting with you more on that later. But just keep that in mind. Where did the book go? So I can, okay. So bring love, and these two came out, Darla. So let's do, bring love into the situation because that fell out. So you know how we do around here. If that fell out, that's what I'm supposed to do here. That's what spirit is like, or your higher self is like, that one. She needs to see that one. Oh gosh, you guys, sorry. I know this is like going on, but when we do card reading, I mean, it's a full moon. We got to start out that way, right? So it says, explore the idea that it's not what you know, but whom you know. That's 100% right, Darla? From your story last night, it's whom you know. I love that. And then, so that's your attuned to the moon energy. Additional meanings. So you need to be more detached from the situation. Wink, wink. Thinking outside the box will bring the solution. More pragmatism is called for. Improve your karma by doing some charitable work. Well, I don't know if you need to do, well, or volunteer. You volunteer, you're just like a little helper everywhere. Come back. We do miss you at the Recovery Cafe. We do want you back. I know that you're busy now, but it says Aquarius is the sign of invention, modern advances in technology and humanity. Its energy is a little brittle, and its individual, scientific even, and relatively emotionally detached. Many people think Aquarius is a water sign because the Aquarius symbol is the water bearer, but it's actually an air sign, and it's far more intellect than the emotional water signs. As is this card, no matter when you draw it, dropping convention works well with this energy. Okay? All right, guys. I gotta go. Love you all. I will be on Sunday at 11. Sorry. Yeah, I'm going to do the Sunday soul time in here. I'm going to just post something over there in the regular group because I want to do Sunday. Let's do Sunday at 11 in here. So midnight, Saturday night, you guys have to do your papers. Post them in the group or send them to me if you don't want to post. I mean, like, I just really want to get over that of being afraid of people taking, I don't know what it is, but that does not have space here, right? So it's just saying, hey, I did this. And then I will announce the winner of this week. And then next week we'll be doing it again. So yeah, you get another chance. A lot of you would like one. So I love you guys. Have a great day.